I'm just trying to make it all make sense.
The
More.
You
No.
Podcast.
Today I want to share Tony Dungy's keys for establishing a mission that matters that are discussed in his book Uncommon. Over the past week on the podcast, I've discussed increasing your level of personal power, developing your core self, as well as finding lasting happiness. And in order to instill all three of these, you must have a mission that matters. So by using these keys to establish a mission that matters, you'll increase your level of personal power, they'll assist with developing your core self, and establishing lasting happiness. So I now want to go through these 7 keys. The first is to be aware that the world emphasizes style, but substance is what really matters. And this kind of goes along with the old saying, the proof's in the pudding. You must be willing to go through the proper process, put in the proper effort, as well as do what's necessary to get the desired outcome. And in order to do your best when doing so, you must put style and being cool to the wayside and focus on what matters. Then the second key is to make a conscious decision to determine your priorities. And if there's other people involved, whether it be your family, a team, or a significant other, you should sit down together and determine your priorities. In order to establish a proper mission as well as carry out that proper mission, you must have your priorities in order. After that, the third is be prepared to start taking actions that complement your list of priorities. You must put effort towards the process of fulfilling your priorities. The fourth key is to then never confuse what you do with who you are. And what this means is that at the end of the day, your successes and failures don't dictate your true self. And this is crucial to understand when establishing and carrying out a mission, as well as having personal power that's driven by a core self that gives you lasting happiness in life. Then the fifth key is to follow your dreams and not to take them to the grave, as well as understanding that you're better off trying and falling short than never trying at all. Everyone has dreams, and more than not, people are afraid to follow them. And oftentimes when people get older and when they're on their deathbeds, they have a lot of regrets surrounding shoulda, coulda, wouldas, and things they felt they should have done in their lives. Then the sixth key is to learn to discipline yourself so you can enjoy more of your life. And this is something that always sounds counterintuitive, but the more discipline you have, the more freedom you have, which is the essence of Jocko Willink's motto of discipline equals freedom. The better habits and routines you instill and the better discipline you have, the more freedom you'll have in your life. And finally, the seventh key to establishing a mission that matters is balancing the priorities in your life. And what this means is to put in the proper amount of time and effort into each area of your life. These areas include friends and family, personal pursuits, your health and fitness, the inner and outer work that was discussed in the previous podcast, and much more. Using these keys will allow you to establish a mission that matters in your life. And this will increase the level of personal power you have surrounding your core self, which will all translate into lasting happiness.
I'm just trying to make it all make sense.
The
More.
You
No.
Podcast.